Hey guys, it is your girl Mel and I'm back with a new video. If you're new to my channel, I want to welcome you, and if you're a long-time subscriber, welcome back. Okay guys, in today's video I'm going to be sharing some branding tips with you. Last week I discussed how to create your brand message or your brand story, and this week I want to share some additional tips on assets you can use that can better communicate your brand story. I am a brand designer and photographer based here in Atlanta, Georgia. I work for a Fortune 500 company as a designer, and I also work with brands and businesses to help them tell their story so they're able to grow and market their business to be able to make an impact. So when you think of like your brand story, it pretty much is a mission statement or like your description of what type of services you're offering. Now, when it comes to assets, when you think of assets, you got to think on a larger scale. A lot of people think that once they get a logo and some colors, that's all that is required to communicate your message. But no, there's so much more that's involved. Now, the first thing I would recommend for any company or any brand out there is to get you a catchy tagline. A tagline is just something simple as my tagline, which is I create the brand, you tell the story. Just very simple. It goes really quick into what it is that I do, and that's pretty much it. So you have a brand, I can help you tell the story. Hey, if you want to know more, that will grab the person's or the consumer's attention and want to know more about what other things that she can do to help me tell my brand story. Another asset that you may want to consider is colors. Colors play a huge role in the psyche, okay? When you think of Target, that red color, every time I go in there, like some people may associate it with emergencies, yes. However, red, it just makes it urgent. Like, I gotta buy something. I have not walked in Target and not walked away from anything. Like, I have not. Maybe a few times, but majority of the time I'm walking out of there with a purchase. Whether it's one item, whether it's several items. And when you look at like Target, you think of things in terms of like, they also have the bullseye, like the little Target symbol, so you automatically know that's Target. When you think of Coca-Cola, you think of something that's refreshing, a drink. When you see the word red, and when you see their little curved line, you automatically know that it's a Coke product. Another thing that I would say, when you look at insurance, I mean, everybody is going to be bombarded with tons of auto insurance commercials. My favorite is Progressive. I love the way that they're using the flow, having her be so helpful, and that is a sign of that they're helpful, their customer service is helpful, they're always there for their customers. And then I like the other commercials that they have is just basically, with the whole parents, I forgot what the actual tagline is. I should have got that in this video, but I want you guys to go take a look at it. When they have the one about the parents, like you're never too old, to buy home auto loan insurance. I mean, auto life, I think it's home, auto and life insurance through Progressive. So I love that whole aesthetic on how they're doing that. And then when you think about the whole colors that they're using, white, and that's just basically a representation that they're clean, that they're going to be loyal to you. Their color is also blue, but it just basically, like, white just gives a whole like better presentation that is clean. That when I come to this company, they're very prestige. And when you think of Geico, pretty much the same thing with Geico commercials as well. And another thing you may want to consider in terms of assets is shapes. Nike has the swoosh, so sometimes you don't necessarily see the actual name Nike, but when you see that symbol, the swoosh, you automatically know that is Nike. That's a great representation. The same thing with Adidas. When you see the slanted lines, you automatically know that, hey, this is Adidas. So think of like colors and shapes that can help you be able to communicate the message that you want. And if you are not really into colors and shapes, another thing that you can look into is basically photography. Now, if you are a small business, I would say if you have the budget, by all means hire photography so that way you can be able to get the images that you want, or you can use paid sites like Adobe Stock or Shutterstock to be able to purchase your photos as well. Now, there are tons of free websites out in the market today, which is like the most popular ones that I have seen and used myself is unsplash.com, pixel.com, and pixabay.com. So those three websites are very great to start with to be able to grab photos, but got to think in mind there are thousands, no, millions of others that are out there using photos from this site. So you want to be mindful, you know, and kind of make sure that you're picking something that's going to be very conducive to what your brand represents. I would personally recommend, again, hiring a photographer or using a paid site, so that way you're able to buy premium photos, and that way you can purchase the license to these photos and you can use them as you like. With these free sites, you may want to pay attention to the licensings and make sure that you're able to use them very freely and very creatively, so that way you won't be getting like a letter in the mail saying, I'm suing you, or you owe me money, okay? And another thing that you guys want to consider, which is the last thing, is your typography. You want to consider like what type of types you're going to be using for your overall message. Whether you're going to go with a sans serif font, something that's similar to what Google uses or what Progressive uses, or Nike, or if you want to do something that's going to be a little bit more on the serious side, which is more like a serif font. A lot of banking, financial institutions use those types of fonts because it does hold, like, it's prestigious, it's basically serious when you use sans serif fonts. So it just all depends on the message that you want to convey. All right, let me throw in a bonus one for you guys, and basically I want to talk about your whole overall packaging, how everything is going to look. I recently went to the World Natural Hair Show here in Atlanta, and some of the companies that stood out to me were like Camille Rose, African Pride, Cream of Nature, Curls Unleashed. They went all out in terms of their packaging. The overall colors that they use, the shapes, their overall theme were very, very consistent. So when you're looking at packaging, make sure that it translates well on print, from print to web, and from web to print. So make sure that it's consistent, because there's nothing like not going to a person's website and their website looks one way, and then when you get like a flyer in the mail or something, it looks totally different. So make sure that you're consistent when you're working with your packaging. So I hope you guys enjoyed these tips. If you like this video, please go ahead and hit the like button and give me a thumbs up. And if you have not already hit that subscribe button, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell so you can be notified of when I'll be posting new videos. And be sure to follow me on my Instagram channel, on my Instagram platform as well, at Girl It's Mel. And I hope to see you guys in next week's videos, so that way I can give you more branding tips with Mel.